house guest. It's your girl, Raqfamousstar. Okay, let me put that over there. Alright, so this is the recap vlog for episode 33. And I was really trying to pay attention to this episode, but I just got some tea spilled onto my lap. Not real tea, but gossip. Not gossip, drama. Spilled onto my lap, let me tell y'all. So I found out this girl's husband was messing around with somebody, and I'm not one to oh yeah, but she put all her business on Facebook, so I feel like it's probably okay that I say something. But then I was just watching the comments back and forth, because then he started replying. It got juicy. But then they stopped talking, but drama. Alright, drama just like Big Brother. That's why I was into it. Alright, not into it in a stupid way, but into it oh my gosh, drama. That kind of way. Alright, so the last episode left off with Paul and Meech being nominated, with Meech being the target. Nokori is trying to separate themselves from James and Nat, but don't want to make them mad by putting them on the block, and they're trying not to give them too much information, but they're trying to keep James and Natalie in their back pocket, so they're talking to them, but they're really strategizing more with Victor and Paul. So that's in last episode, they made a Final Four deal with, it was Corey, Nicole, Paul, and Victor. And I think this has the bones of being a really good alliance. I think it definitely can go somewhere, but it's just everyone has to be not just honest, but they really have to follow through. And right now I'm supportive of it just because I like Victor and Paul. I did not like them a month ago, probably 2 months ago. A month ago I think I was starting to like them, but 2 months ago for sure, no. But yeah, so that's the alliance. This week they announced the have-nots. They were the first two to fall off in the competition, which were Victor and Corey. So their two delicacies besides slop were seaweed and squid. And I was just kind of in the past weeks they've gotten some okay things, you're going to get bored of it and you're probably going to be hungry all the time. But I was who eats seaweed? I mean, I guess that's the point of it. And I don't eat squid, but I'm just saying, maybe you can do something with that. I don't know. I'm thinking octopus. I don't eat octopus either, but I don't know. So that was their have-not punishment. And of course, the cold showers and no sleeping in a regular bed. This in those bumper car beds sucks. So Meech and James and Natalie are worried that Paul is working with Nicole and Corey, and they are correct, but they don't have the confirmation of it. Just because he's hanging out with them a lot, and he's on the block, and not Victor and Paul. They kind of are confused of why she put one of each on the block. And then also during the veto pickings, so Nicole, Paul, and Meech were playing because they were nominated. Victor gets pulled, and then Paul's name gets pulled, and so he picks Corey. And they were like, "Oh, why didn't he pick Natalie or not Corey?" You know what I'm saying? So they were picking up suspicions on that, and then also James got pulled, his name got pulled, so he was playing too. So definitely growing suspicions, but they don't have confirmation just yet. Um, so the veto competition was the bulk of this episode. There was other things going on, but like I said, I was like trying to multitask. So I'm sorry if this isn't like the best. But just let me know if I missed something. So the veto competition was called Santa's Little Counters. And I was kind of confused on why it was like a Christmas theme. Like, they could have made it like a Labor Day, maybe because they had the carnival, but like a Labor Day barbecue theme or something like. I don't know. Maybe that's gonna be the HOH competition. But the competition is like that that counting / betting competition, where they see like a smaller example and then they have to count. They have to see how many. They have to see like, okay, this is 15 carats. How many carats are on the entire wall? Like, so questions will be asked about the setup, about the display rooms, and the house guests will guess a number. And after all the numbers of the guesses are revealed, then the house guests will either stay or fold. And then the house guest that stayed, that was closest to the correct number, will get a candy cane. And you need 3 candy canes to win. And the house guest that was furthest away that stayed will be eliminated. You can fold as many times as you want, but you just won't obviously receive a candy cane. But you will stay in. And Paul was doing a lot of folding, and he could have won if he wouldn't have folded so much. I don't think he stayed on. He probably stayed on like what, 1 round out of 6 or 7. Victor was out first. His answer was just too far. James was out next. Corey, in order to save Nicole, guessed like 1 billion on something. It's like how many names are on the list and 1 billion. Like he could at least put like 500. I don't know. Not a guess that was just so far. Like 5,000 maybe would have been better. But whatever. So the winner, let me just cut it short, ends up being Nicole. I mean, I'm just like about it. Like I'm like about her HOH win, especially how she got it. But yeah, so she ends up winning. And Meech, I guess, was having a meltdown because of like, she's still on the block and things aren't going her way, so she's crying. And I was a fan of Meech like 2 weeks ago. You could tell in my videos I was a fan. But now I'm just kind of like blah. She was having a meltdown. She was like messing with her mic, and I don't know. So the veto meeting happens, and of course, Nicole does not use it because she's just going to keep the nominations the same, and they're going to most likely vote. It's going to be a 2-2 vote, unless James and Natalie get wind that she's gonna go anyway. Then they're just gonna evict her. But I don't know if that's going to happen. It might be a blindside on their part, but I just don't think they're going to have the guts to say it to them, like, hey, she's going home, unless, I don't know. I just don't think so. But that wraps it up for me. Next episode is just regular eviction. I think a double is probably coming up, probably next week, I would say. Next week or the week afterwards. But we're getting close to the end. There's only 7 people left. Yeah. So there's probably a double coming up because the finale is in 5 weeks, 4 weeks maybe, 3, I don't know. But that wraps it up for me. Thanks for watching, and you're welcome. Bye.